and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do things a little bit differently because I've brought you 10 different Chestroll variations. So this is gonna be more of an overview video, and if you want to learn more about any of these variations in particular, I've most of the time linked other videos that go into more detail. I start with variations that you can try in your very first Highline session and go up to about intermediate level. Most of the variations can be done before being able to bounce in standing. So if I don't say anything, you can assume that bouncing in sitting or in chest is enough to do the trick. I've tried to order the tricks according to difficulty, but that of course always depends a bit on what you've already done in the past and what you like and don't like. So let's start with the first variation. And the first variation is, surprise, surprise, the simple Chestroll. So if you already know how to do a Chestroll, feel free to skip to the second variation. You start by lying on your chest with one hand and the opposite foot on the line. You can get bounce by moving your free arm and leg up and down. For the roll, you also grab with the second hand and you want to do the critical part of the roll at the top of the bounce. So typically you start in the middle on the way up. At the beginning, it can also help to wrap your foot around the line. And if that's really your first Highline trick, it might also help to check out the video that I will link here. Let's move on to variant 2, the Back-Chestroll. This is basically the same as before, just turning the other direction. So you again lay in chest, you get bounce, and you just turn the other way. Now we're already at variant 3. Variant 3 is the double Chestroll. This is again the same as a Chestroll. Now you just try to fit 2 in one bounce. So doing everything the same as before, you now just roll faster to fit in 2 rolls. And once you've mastered the double Chestroll, try the triple Chestroll. Now it gets a little more interesting as we throw in another position in the mix, the back bounce, as variant 4 is the Backbounce Chestroll. So here you start laying on your back, you start the trick early in the bounce, you move forward as going to chest, but then you already initiate the Chestroll by going slightly right or slightly left depending on which way you turn to start the Chestroll, then you finish the Chestroll and you've done the trick. If you're not comfortable with back bounces yet, don't worry, this is the perfect opportunity to start. You can also go from Korean to back bounce, and I made a video explaining this and the Backbounce Chestroll in more detail, and I've linked it here. Variant 5 is Chestroll from Nevermind. This is the same concept as before. We do a Chestroll but from a different starting position, this time Nevermind. As you start upside down, you could also say that you do 1.5 Chestrolls from Nevermind. Nevermind is the position where you are below the line, hanging from both hands and one foot. For this trick, you probably want to start rather late and really use the free leg to get enough momentum to go up and around. Try to really make a nice circle with this leg, as this will help you. The sixth variant is the panic roll. Maybe it's a stretch to call this one a Chestroll variation, but you start in sofa, you do a 270 spin and you end in a roll around the line. And depending on your style, that roll looks more like a Chestroll or more like a Korean roll. Make sure to have the leash over the leg that you spin around. And if that was a little bit too fast for that trick, that's completely understandable, and I've linked a tutorial here. But note that you can still do this variant and also the next variant without being able to bounce in standing. The next variant is again a combination of a spin and a Chestroll. The trick is called Mini-Fireflip. It might be a bit less obvious what's going on here, so let me explain. You start with a 180 spin in the opposite direction as for the panic roll, and then you end in a back Chestroll, which you already know from earlier. You again have the leash over the leg that you want to spin around, and if that's a new trick for you, make sure to check out this video for more details and tips. Variant number 8 is the Chestroll from feet. So this is obviously the first variation for which you need to be able to bounce in standing. So you bounce, you grab the line at the top of the bounce, already leaning slightly in the direction that you want to roll around the line. Then the line will pretty much throw you around. you will complete the chest roll without more effort, and that's already it. It will probably help to be able to do chest bounces. I've linked a video for that here, and then a chest roll from feet won't be much harder. Instead of a different starting position, this time we talk about a different ending position with the trick chest roll to shoulder. As the name suggests, we start with a chest roll and we end in the shoulder stand position. Obviously, for this one, you should be able to do shoulder stands. And everything else that you need to know about this trick, I've covered in this video. And as a strong finish, we finally have the chest roll to feet. This is again a chest roll with a different ending position, this time standing. Make sure to have enough bounce, start the roll early enough, roll fast enough, and then try to go to feet. And if that wasn't enough explanation, check out the full video here. So now we covered 10 different chest roll variations, and that's only the start. You can be creative and find new variations, or you can put 2 of them into one, like the double chest roll from Nevermind, which is harder than it looks, or you can put them in combo, so you put one after the other. So with all these options, I think you will be busy for a while. Let me know if you liked the video by leaving a thumbs up or a comment below about your favorite chest roll variation, because that motivates me to create more of these videos. See you in the next one.